Hello, my name is Pam Howard and my company is Pamela's Closet, Inc. I teach intermediate to advanced clothing construction classes in the Atlanta area, and I have two techniques to show you today. One is an easier way to do a shirt hem. The other is a quicker way to do a mitering method. First, what I've done here is to take a piece of fabric and sort of mimic the shape of a shirt tail. What you can do is to take a piece of chalk and mark your actual 5/8 inch line for folding up the bottom of the shirt tail, or you can take your sewing machine and stitch about 4.0 stitch length onto the 5/8 inch seam line. Turn your shirt up at the 5/8 inch line. If you have stitched it, it's right above that stitching line, and you're going to press your 5/8 allowance up right along the bottom of your shirt. Some shirts are straight and some have the curve in it. I did the sample with the one in the curve in it so you could see how that is done. Once your line is pressed, go to the machine and turn the top edge right down into the well of where you press that up. Some machines actually have a felling foot as an accessory that you can use that will actually turn the top edge of the fabric back in as you're stitching. I actually don't have a felling foot. What I have is what I call my two felling fingers. So I hold the fabric and use my two fingers to tuck the fabric right back in and continue to sew and tuck and sew as I go. That way it ensures that you end up with a very even machine stitched shirt tail hem. And remember, as you're felling it back, that the top fabric folds all the way back down to the fold that you've created when you started the process. And you end up with a beautiful shirt tail hem. Very neatly done. The next technique I'd like to show you is an easier mitering method. You can use it on the corners of your hems, dresses, skirt, vents, anything you'd like to. I learned this method by working at Menswear Outlet years ago doing menswear alterations. Once you've established your outer hem allowance and your bottom hem allowance, what you'll notice here too is that they don't have to be equal in measurement to get this method. Once you've established that, then you take your ruler on the right side of the fabric and you make a diagonal mark, making sure that that mark goes between your two marks here. You're going to take your chalk, mark the top side, take the underside and score the underside so that you get that same mark. What you're going to do is to fold it so that you have right sides together, right where those two lines meet. And we're going to act like we're sewing on your line that you have marked. We're going to put pins there to hold it. And all you're going to do is take your little finger, poke it into the bottom of the miter, pop it out, and you have a mitered corner. In some fabrics, you don't have to even cut the excess out because the excess fabric adds weight to the garment or the area that you have mitered. All you're going to do next is to press on those lines from the wrong side and also from the right side. And that's your easy mitered corner.